we get to see Constellas now. Damn, they are bringing up some little memories of ZL cards that I actually even enjoyed. And now, this is the thing about Arc V. It seems like they're bringing cards that wasn't highlighted for what it seems from like ZL, and they're actually putting them into Arc V, which I really liked. Like the main guy that we was going against this week, who was Hokuto, which I know stars, you know, this is not star, you know, all that Wata stuff. It was like he actually was using a Constella deck, and he was able using like Chaos and Agility, I think it's called, like the others. And when they were saying like, oh, I'm gonna use this rank here, it's like I think Chaos's effect was actually to make both of them level 5s, which was really cool. I think Gildy's like, effect was like you're able to summon another Constella monster. It was like, I just don't get the kids and all that, and like everyone in the series, like they're so confused about XYZs. They're like, the cards, the ranks. No, seriously, if like of all fucking things, even as well, fusion cards, it tells you about what you need to do on the fucking card. Thousand Dragon, Baby Dragon, Time Wizard. Are you just gonna be there just going, Time Wizard, what goes with Time Wizard, Smack of Dragon, I know, Karibo, let's just see if it works. Like, what the fuck? Like, it just, I mean, coming from, like, you know, I've played pretty much the game since it's, like, it debuted with freaking the original Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's like, I don't know, it just seems so silly. It's like people without fucking proper education in the series. I mean, fucking hell, if we can have, like, people like Tristan, Joey Wheeler from the old school days that can use stuff like that, then why the fuck do they need classes like that? It's like, it's weird. And it's like, when you finally, like, fought back, you know, he summoned out his Odd Eyes, he summoned the Entomate Stitch. It's like, summoning the Palladius, which is, like, actually a really solid card. People still use it to this day, that level 5, because it's a solid card. It's actually a really good one to use in, I forget what his deck is called, for, Yuma's like, XYZ deck, I forget what the name is, but it's like all the hope cards. Xiao Weapons, how I got it. Yeah, Xiao Weapons. And yeah, it seems like a solid card to use for that, so it's pretty cool. And it's like, bringing out Odd Eyes and bringing out Entomate Fish, it was actually a good idea. And it was like, let's go and attack him. It's like, but unfortunately, he didn't know about Palladius' effect. People don't know, Palladius is actually able to detach one of them material either turn, which is a really good effect, and is actually able to return a card into your hand. And he actually even does this twice by freaking summoning 2 Palladius, and then he summoned the dragon as well that does piercing damage. And I forget his name, was like C7 it was called, but it was pretty good. This guy was actually getting you run through his money, and actually with some decent cards. And this is to show this is the most strongest player of them all. This is the one that uses the XYZ cards. And how Yuya like was trying to get away from this, because he was literally like trying to get cards, and he knew all the thing about the action cards, all the action fields, like the action field cards. I know they feel a little bit annoying because it's just they're like, oh, quick, let's just save my ass from this moment, or just save me from that. And Yuya luckily managed to grab one before a thing fell down. And not to mention as well, it's like he was like, I think it was like a cosmic star thing that like reduced the Chaos Dragons like, or C7 Dragons attack by like 1,000 and dealt 500. And we saw another card from Yuya as well. It was this like Tramp Cat or something. It was like, it's Tramp Cat. It was like, what the fuck? All his Entomates are so weird. And it was like, one of his effects was to like return a card into his hand, and he actually removed the actual one of Chromancy as well, which was a very interesting move. I was wondering why was he doing that, and then he actually put Flip Toad instead. And actually, it's a surprising thing that these cards had such an interesting, like, all of their cards have very interesting pendulum abilities, and not to mention effects on their own. Flip Toad's one is like he can switch attack and defense with any monster while he's there once per turn. And then, as well, when he summoned, like, Chromancy or Astromancy, one of the cards like that, he was able to use his effect, which is like, oh, if a pendulum monster is actually, you know, affected by this, then it's able to, like, say, like, if it's, like, returned by hand, like, play this effect, then it's able to bring it back. But it was, like, that was a really cool effect, and then he was able to use a spell card that actually gave them all up to their levels, and it was actually supposed to give Hokuto as well some of his levels, but what happened instead, since they're, you know, they're ranks, not levels, then he didn't get the levels. So it was like, the episode itself was actually a solid one. Like, I actually enjoyed this one. I'm kind of looking forward more to Yuzu's match, mainly because we've got Gem Knights involved in there. I'm just wondering, what is the last guy, obviously, is going to have Synchros, and it's like, what is he going to do? I'll be very surprised if that we're gonna see Dragoonities. I would like to see Dragoonities in there because they were probably some of the most solid synchro monster we got since like Geminites. They were good. They never really topped the rankings and everything, but Geminites are pretty solid. They were quite enjoyable. And yeah, I thought this was a solid episode. I give this one like a 6. Like, it was a very good episode. Like, definitely I wanted to see... The thing is, I wanted to see more of the Constellas. Like, fine, make this a 2-week episode or something. I don't mind that, but it's like, let's just see more of it. It's like, but nah, it seems like everyone's going to have an episode to themselves, so this arc is going to be like, what, 4 episodes? Like, if we're counting, like, the whole Dark, like, Yuya thing, which I didn't even interest you, the Dark Yuya stuff, like... Yuzu, why did she still kept doubting him and saying, oh no, it can't be him, and it's like, I'm still thinking it is him, and it's like, one thing was a huge difference is that he told him to say, yo, get away, or you're gonna get hurt, or it's like, with freaking Yuya, he's like, I never want to hurt anyone. It was like, I don't want to hurt anything or do anything to anyone. It was like, so that was like one of the things about that episode. I was like, come on, Yuzu, it's like, you know it, but she's getting a jewel. She's gonna do some redemption like that, and I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen in the next like episode of Arc. It was an enjoyable, solid episode. I did think it was like a 6 this week. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like, was you a little bit disappointed that we didn't get to see too many more Constellas? Are you happy about that? What do you think on the next one's going to be? Well, obviously, in the preview, we're going to be seeing Gem Knights next week, but are we going to be seeing Dragoonies? Like, I don't know. I'm looking forward to see whatever we're going to get with the Synchro Monsters. I'm actually even looking forward to the Gem Knights, since, like, they're going straight in with the Gem Knights, and I think it's just going to be another 1-episode one. I mean, they gave Yuya an episode. I doubt they'd give Yuzu a 2-episode, like, little fight with this girl. I think her name was, like, Musashi or something, or Mushishi. I can't remember what her name was. It was, like, but let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But that's all from me. I want to thank you so much for watching. As always, remember, I'll see you guys